Okay, not sure how crazy my hair is. We're outside, the wind has been blowing, and the dog is having a blast. So right now she's just sitting and listening to the birds. Here, I'll show you. She's so cute. Nala, what are you doing, baby? So she's happy. I didn't do a video yet on this, and I wanted to last week. My problem was I was a little nervous and a lot scared. So someone tried to get into the house last Thursday, and we have owned cameras but had not put them up yet. We've owned them for a while, for not quite a year, but Ed, with his schedule the way it is, and kids and grandkids, and so we hadn't got the cameras up. I do have a security system, thank God. I had went to the Flower and Patio show and had come home, and Ed left for work, so I was just going to put my feet up, and I fell asleep, which I needed it, so, and that's thankfully why, you know, like I didn't have to worry about somebody to take care of, right, not having little kids at home anymore. But I ended up waking up, and I thought the weather radio was going off, and it ended up not being the weather radio. Problem is, in a daze, I thought it was, and so I walked toward the end of the hall because I was just going to go hit the button and make it stop, because of course Nala started howling, and ended up, then it said living room window, and in my tiredness, it didn't hit me that it was the alarm system. Thankfully, Ed had said it when he left, and because he had made a joke I was going to fall asleep. Well, I really did. So I ended up having to call the sheriff's department, and we found tire tracks in the back driveway of the back end of the property, so that we know where they parked. They came over the fence, and because, well, all the gates are locked in the back, so they came over the fence and tried to get in the back living room window. Thankfully, the alarm system went off and scared them away. The terrifying thing for me was being able to sleep for a few nights after that, because every noise that I heard, I was kind of jumpy and scared, and long story short, I didn't sleep very well. And so Ed's schedule switches, and so he's back on days, and now I don't have to worry about it, but we got cameras up. I can see the front and the back and the sides of the house. We can view it on our phones. I really like that aspect. We can set notifications so our phones will make noise at us. You know, I don't get people. Just work for what you want. Don't try to break in. What we think happened is we think nobody realized I was home because I park inside the garage. And I fell asleep at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the evening, and so there weren't a lot of lights on. There was one toward the back of the house, but that didn't mean anything, and we think what they thought was nobody was home at all, so they were going to try to get in, do a smash and grab. And it didn't happen because, thank God, the alarm system went off. But it just really worried me because every little noise after that for the next couple nights, I was having trouble sleeping. I don't know if you guys have had this before and how you felt when it happened, but for a couple of days it just really bothered me. And I just kept wondering who, and do we know who it is, and was it somebody just driving by and decided, hey, the house doesn't look like anybody's home? I don't know. I don't think we know who they were, but you know, the back of the house is really dark at night, and so now I'm trying to make sure we leave more of the lights on so it's more visible from the road. It just, guys, I can't tell you enough. It just scared the crap out of me. So that's what happened. And, you know, the sheriff's department responded. 2 units came, one from Wayne County, one in Union. And they were wonderful, very kind. And I just have to be cognitive of turning on lights and making sure people know that there is somebody at home when I'm there, which is silly that you have to turn on a bunch of lights in your own home in the evening, or you can't just go to bed early and you have to worry about somebody breaking in. I don't get it. I don't think they did. I don't think somebody knew I was there. I think at that point, I think that was a surprise. So it's just, it is what it is, I guess. But so that is what happened. I feel better now being at home. I like having the cameras up. I still thank God for our security system course, and it monitors 24/7, and I just thank God for that too. I'm going to go ahead and get off here and play with the dog. She's loving being outside. It was in the high 50s today in Indiana, so that's pretty good. So, okay guys, I'm going to jump off here, hit like, hit subscribe, and that's what's happening in my life today. So, we'll talk soon. Bye guys.